Hi everybody, so here we are today in the Dinghy Park and we've got three really exciting announcements to make on the club's rowing. First of all is that everybody knows Peter Haining, I'm sure, but Peter Haining, who is our triple world champion rower and who we have in the past had a slightly ad hoc arrangement with in relation to rowing, is now the club's professional coach, and I'm absolutely delighted with that because we are the only UK sailing club with a professional rowing coach. So welcome Peter in that respect, and as Peter moves on to become the rowing coach, then we need a new class captain, and I'm also delighted to say that Debbie here is going to take on the role of rowing class captain. Peter, first, would you like to just give a little introduction about yourself?
I started the rowing here, we moved down to West Ashling, we had a little picnic on the common there, and I saw Valiant, a lovely boat, being trailered round. I went over a little nosy, and Laura Bradley ushered me on with some other rowers in for a row, and we fell in love with the club immediately, and then since then the club has grown considerably by enthusiasm for the rowing, and the rowing clubs and sailing clubs, symbiotic relationship, because in the winter most sailing clubs go to sleep and the rowing will keep the club alive, and in the summer we'll behave and make sure that we keep clear of all the sailing calendar and go and do all the regattas, so nobody has to worry about sharing a tight space, because at the wrap tackle it's very tight, considerably more than most sailing clubs, and quite challenging, but the relationship we have is wonderful, and I'm looking forward to teaching you all how to row.
Fantastic, thanks Peter. And Debbie, you've been with the rowers I think pretty much from the start, so
yeah.
Maybe a little bit about your experience.
I started rowing in 2018, so I could nowhere near match Peter's experience and skills and expertise, but I'm very honoured to be invited to be class captain, and I'll do my best to make sure that everybody gets everything out of rowing that they want to. Do get in touch.
Thank you very much, Debbie. And now the third thing we wanted to announce, which is really, really exciting, is that yesterday we had two new boats arrive in the club fleet. First of all, we've got Lundy here, which is a Celtic rowing boat, and Peter's going to tell you a little bit more about these in a minute. And then behind us we've got a new St Ailds skiff. The one thing I wanted to mention about these boats is all of the boats, including Manerne here and Valiant, which many of you will know, have all been given to the club through very generous donations by members. So first of all, just absolutely want to thank all those donors who have been able to get rowing off the ground at the club and to provide us with such fantastic boats to row in. And maybe Peter, a few more words from you just as to the difference between these types of boats that we now have.
Well, the really lovely thing for me is that I'm a river rower, and all of those boats were completely alien to me when I started, and the skills required to move this has been a big learning curve for both coach and athletes, but we've got a homogeneous technique and we're quite jolly fast. We've taken 2 minutes off our record from the Cardinal marker to the CYE, both airband flagged, and the CYE to the Gazette and the Jetty, we've taken that this morning. There's another 11 seconds come off that record in the ladies crew. This is the same as Valiant, and they were built by children who don't go on with school very well, they were built by those classrooms for the children, so that we're going to utilise that and get the youth on board, both at the local primary schools, Bosham Primary, Funtington Primary, and some of the CYE children, and they will learn to row in a very safe environment, and we'll do training camps for them and allow people to enjoy rowing through the summer. This boat here is where all the rowing clubs have now moved to, as a Celtic boat, and they are absolute flying machines. They're beautiful. And yesterday the chap said, I don't know why anyone has not chosen this livery before, because it's the most stunning boat that they've ever painted up. So we have a lovely boat. She will go as fast as Manerne with the right crew, and we were very cheeky and we doubled up so that we can actually turn her into a quad as well. And I just cannot wait to get the fleet out. And I think the 15th of June, Mike Story's put something out that all the sailors and the rowers can travel together out to East Head, lovely barbecue, lots of beach games and things, and where I can learn to do a bit of sailing and someone can learn to do a bit of rowing out at the beach.
Fantastic.
So thank you.
Great, well thanks very much Peter. So fantastic boats, please everybody get in touch to find out how to row if you don't already. There's information on the website. We will be updating it for these two new arrivals. But in the meantime, please get in touch with Debbie, class captain, if you want further details. Thank you.